Just a little update on those batteries. The deep cycle battery is out there. It's holding a charge and it's working great. I've got enough surplus solar that I keep the batteries charged 80 to 100% anyway. So over time it'll just keep getting better. But it's working now, and yeah, it's holding a charge pretty well. The starter battery has well, it's badly sulfated, as you saw. But I have a theory on that. You see, take a look at this here. These are the battery terminals that came off of there, and they're painted. And I should have taken a before photo, but what happened is there was paint on the inside here. They had painted the inside and out. So I just scraped that off with a wire brush, and it should be fine. I don't think it ever took a charge, and it might have been good, and it might have been only discharged once, although it's been sitting a long time. I don't think the plates are completely wore out, in other words. So if I can get it to come back, it'll probably be good. It just needs desulfated. So what I'm doing is I'm running a bulk charge on it now. I've got the generator running, and I'm putting about 16.5 volts on it to equalize the cells, and that should bring the voltage up, and it should work just fine. So we'll see how that works out. Here we are bulk charging the starter battery at 16 volts, and because that meter is not perfectly accurate, we'll just say 16 volts. Now these starter batteries, you want to wait till, well, you want them to hold at least 12 volts to charge before you do this boost charge or equalization charge. Alright, what I'm doing is I'm running the battery down until the inverter quits. You don't want to do this unless you can get it up over 12 volts after being left overnight. What I did is I bulk charged it. I equalized the cells using a high current on 80 amp dumb charger. You don't want to use a smart charger because it won't, it'll quit on you. Use a dumb charger. Just blast 16 volts into it for 3 or 4 hours. And you only want to do that if you can trickle charge it over 12 volts, like I said. Otherwise, if it won't go over 12 volts after being left overnight, then one of the cells has probably died. It's not safe to check each individual cell unless you know what you're doing, but you can research that. But this one survived, and now I'm discharging it, and I just have a 700 watt inverter. It's one of those cheap Chinese inverters that's overrated, but it'll power this fan here, and I got the fan set on high. Here's the fan there, and that's just going to run the battery down until the inverter quits, probably about 10.5 or 11 volts. I'm not sure exactly what, but we'll just assume that they know best. And then we'll just continue bulk charging it and discharging it like this to exercise the electrolyte to break up some of that sulfation that's making the voltage sag there. I just wanted to clarify that the reason we don't start with a battery unless it charges to 12 volts after being left overnight is because there could be a dead cell, and the problem with the dead cell is that it's mostly water, and it doesn't conduct electricity unless you have some sort of electrolyte, and that's why they add the Epsom salt when that happens, and that helps the cell conduct, and you can get current through there, and then you can start recovering the battery. We didn't have to do that because we were able to charge this battery to over 12 volts, and it's powering this fan now for a long time. It's been over 15 minutes of running this fan, and I don't know the exact wattage of it because the sticker is long gone, but I'm sure it's over 200 watts, probably more like 300 watts. It's on its highest setting, and it's just powering this fan as well as any of my other recovered batteries. So I think this is a success, and I'm just going to do this a couple more times, and it'll be as good as it's going to get. All right, well, thanks for watching.